Viewers, they were pretty shocked at everything that's happened with you this season. Why was now the time that you wanted to share this?
I feel like I always preach on my social media about being genuine and authenticity, and I wasn't being authentic with, I always call my lovelies, right? Or with the public. And I had this secret for 35 years, right? 2 secrets. And I felt the only person that knew was like my mom and my family and my sister, and they can't speak for me right now because they're both gone. So I felt like I didn't feel pressure. It's not like everybody was like, oh, put it on the show, you know. I chose that because at the end of the day, it's my story to tell. And I feel like now I'm just authentically Kim. And, you know, I'm going to get that tattoo on my neck, authentically Kim. But I feel like I had to release it because you know, everybody, you wake up every morning and I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh God, did somebody find out? Did somebody find out? And who wants to live like that?
Yeah.
You know, picture that times 35.
Yeah.
35 years, you know?
Yeah. I know it's cliche, but the truth really does set you free.
It does. I think it's helped with my weight loss. I think it's helped with my skin. I think it's just really formed me into the person I am now. And I always tell people, like, don't handle things the way I did, because obviously it was awful. But there's no guidebook on how to tell your child that you had 2 other children. Do you put up for adoption? There's no book for this, you know? And I'm so grateful that, like, even my Larry, even he's so like, oh, you know, like you gave me life. I gave him his grandkid, his children, you know, and it really is an amazing story. So.
Well, I'm glad you were able to finally get that off your chest and share that.
Thank you.
Now, I know you just mentioned your weight loss. You were looking fierce.
Thank you.
Like, you were just looking so
No,
good.
thank you.
Can you share a little bit about your health journey and how you have achieved this milestone?
Yes. So in January of 2024, my doctor decided I was really big. I was at 256, okay? And I knew I was not healthy at all. I had stopped smoking when my sister passed away. But I was eating just, you know, you don't think about it. You're like, oh, I'll eat that 5th taco. Who cares, right? And then I started feeling just really poorly, like just my health. I felt like grease, like, you know, like grease. Like I just felt really bad. And my doctor was like, I think you'd be a good candidate because I was pre-diabetic for semaglutide. So I was like, okay. So we did it. And the first 2 months, I lost like 15 pounds. And I was like, oh. So then I had to change my eating habits. I had to start hydrating more and exercising. You follow me on social media, so you see me on my bike and walks.
You're always in the gym.
Yeah, I have to, and I have to, like you have to. But it really changed my way of thinking about my own health. And I felt like I've lost my sister at such a young age that, like, I don't want that to be my life, so I'm going to make my life better. And Jamal is so proud of me. He saw me the other day and he's like, wow, you're like skinny. Stop it.
You look so good. You look so happy too.
Thank you.
I feel like this is like a new chapter for you in your life. How are you embracing this new Kim?
It's amazing, but sometimes I still want to hide into the old Kim because so much is out there about me now, and I've kept it guarded for so long that now it's like when I talk about it, I still get a little defensive. So just because I kept it private, right? But now I'm looking for love. I'm happy, and I feel like I'm free, and I sleep so good at night. I think that has a lot to do with my my skincare is the sleep, but I sleep good because I know everything is off my conscience now, you know?
Sleep really does help with the whole skincare. It really, really helps.
And I work in a spa too.
Yes,
so
of course, yes. I know you just mentioned that you're getting back into the dating game.
Yes.
What are you looking for in an ideal partner?
Somebody that does not want a second wife. I'm just joking. I just want somebody who is mentally stable, financially stable. I have a list. And then I want somebody that's like, just be a nice person. Don't be a dick. You know, just be nice. And I want somebody who can match my energy, because now that I've shed all those pounds and I've freed myself from all of my past, I'm like energetic. Even Jamal told me, what is going on? Like, slow down, you know? So I want somebody that can match that energy. And if I don't feel it, I'm not going to prolong anything. Like, I feel like I know what I want now. This is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get. And if I don't get it, I'm happy too. Like, if I never met anybody, I'm good. I'm okay over here, you know?
And we saw you go on some dates this season. What was it like filming those scenes, or like what was that connection like?
Well, I think so Benjamin, who is a dear friend of mine, and we dated before I met Usman. And he's just bachelor daddy, you know what I mean? Like, he's 43 44, I think, 43, 44. And he's a bachelor. He has roommate, you know. And then Javier the same way. Like, bro, you're over 50. Why do you have roommates, you know? And then Joe is probably the nicest man you will ever meet. But I just need some energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you have that spark with somebody, then you have that spark with somebody. So
When you know, you know. Now, I know you just mentioned Usman. Are you still friends with Usman? What is that looking like?
It's so funny because Usman's doing Between the Sheets for my show. So every time I watch it, because I do watch it, right? And he'll say something, I'm like, he does know me that well. It's so sad. But we're always going to be cool. You know, are we the best of friends? No.
Yeah.
But we're always going to be cool. There's no more Usman who, he did not like that, and I shouldn't have done that. But I feel like I just wish him all, I really do. I wish him all the love and happiness. I do. We don't follow each other. We don't, you know, whatever. It's better that way for both of us. But I don't like these comments that he makes like, oh, she's still not over me or she still wants me. And I'm like, I don't. I talk about him a lot because I was on the show with him. It's not like, you know, I'm just like, well, Usman does this and Usman does that.
You're in a new chapter. You're in a new era of your life.
Yeah, but I do compare a lot of things to him because I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing that again or I'm not acting this way. Like no more T-shirts, you know, with his, you know, with the guy's picture on it. No more any of that.
Also, I wanted to ask you, so one of the episodes or few episodes that fans are really excited for are going to be the tell-alls. What can you tease about the tell-alls without giving away too much?
Well, you know, we have a new host, right? So, and I love him. Love him.
Love Ross.
I followed him for years too. I love him. I just adore him. I was nervous. I was like really nervous to meet him. You're gonna see Jamal at his finest. I will say that. With Colt. It was not pretty. I was sitting in the middle like, help me.
Jamal and Colt?
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're gonna find out some new things with Liz. And then I'm trying to think because you know I can't say too much.
Yeah.
So it was very drama fueled. Yeah,
Okay.
it was great.
Okay.
It was great, but it was not great because it's usually me that you know.
Oh no.
I know. Well, not for them coming for me. Like I have to say, this was the first time, and any of the tell-alls I've done that nobody really came for me. I think everybody felt bad for me.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I think it was. I don't know. I just discovered new things about some people, and I was just like, ew. Like, I don't want them around anymore.
Jeez.
Gino. Sorry.
Oh, she said it first.
I'll say it.
Can you describe the tell-alls in 3 words?
Oh, gosh. Okay, let me see. Dramatic. Well, we all know that's the main word. Dramatic, funny, and entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to see the tell-alls.
It's really good. It's really good.
Speaking of Ross, what did he bring to the tell-alls? Because I know that Sean is still going to be doing Before the 90 Days tell-alls, but fans are really excited about Ross.
I think with Ross is because he's a fan of the show. Like when he walked out, he was just like, oh my God, like I'm sitting here with all of you because he watches the show. Not saying Sean doesn't, but he just brought a different energy because he knows us from, like he was asking me about like my Michael Jackson fedora from the first season. You know what I mean? So
fan.
yeah, I love that. He should have had a shirt with all of our pictures on it.
That's so funny.
And he was just like really lighthearted, but he cared. Like you could tell, like there's a moment where I just lost it and he, like on myself, and you could see like he was so concerned about all of it. He was so concerned about all of us, you know?
Now, I know that we've touched lightly about the drama that's in the tell-alls. Well, some of the drama that's happened this season so far has been between Sophie and Liz. What have you made of watching that back? Because I know a lot of fans are pretty on Liz's side for this.
I would have to say, after watching it back and then knowing what I know, because I'm friends with Sophie and I'm friends with Liz, right? I mean, I know Sophie, you could clearly see, and I'm not making excuses, but she was throwing back those shots, you know? So, I mean, I don't think Sophie is mean girl energy. And I said that on Between the Sheets, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, because now that I know her, right? And I feel like Liz is just like, she's like a deer in headlights sometimes, like the little baby deer, you know, and her, she's like, you know. And then I feel like Sophie took her frustration out, what she was going on with Pedro, and she took it out on Liz, you know. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just such a weird energy with them. But I told Sophie, I was like, no, you know that wasn't nice, because you know I'm the mom, right? I'm like, and Liz called me that night and told me all of this, so I already knew, you know, what had happened. And I was looking at plane tickets to go to the DR. I was like, don't make me come down there.
Oh no.
Girls trip with Kim, that would be fun. But I just felt like, I don't think Sophie's a mean girl. I really don't think so. I think she let her emotions get the best of her.
It happens to all of us.
It happens to all. I mean, I threw drinks at people, at Usman, poor thing, because I let my emotion, I don't do that now.
No,
I'm in a much better place.
No, clearly. Like, I feel like you look great. You're
Thank you.
glowing. Like, you're in a
you.
new era.
Thank you.
One other thing that has been happening this season has been the drama between Colt and Cortney. What do you make of all of this? Because fans are very upset at Colt.
How much time do you have? I love Cortney. I really wish Cortney would have picked Usman on Hunt for Love. I think Usman would have treated her better than Colt. I just can't with Colt. Like, you know, I'm the type, like, when we're doing Between the Sheets, right? It's all of us, and I never want anybody to feel like the odd man out, you know. So I'll go and sit with Colt at lunchtime, you know, like I'm the, I'm the mom, and everything. But just things when you watch, when you see, he clearly was cheating on her, and in her own house, and like, bro, you don't have a job, you have nothing going on. I don't get the attraction. I don't understand the attraction. And I feel like Courtney's like that, a deer in headlights. And she's always like, oh, well, no, bitch, stop. When she pushed him up that ramp, I was like, why? Why did you do that? Sorry. He would have been rolling his ass right down the hill into that pool. Sorry.